Does actions and stuff work with our favorite texture packs? That's the question we're here to find out, and today we're going to be pairing actions and stuff with 3 heavy hitters in the shape of the Afreshed texture pack, the Conquest texture pack, and the Legendary texture pack. In this series, we're going to take one texture pack and combine it with actions and stuff in its custom textures sub-pack settings. We're going to see if the models are working correctly, if the animations from the mobs are working correctly, and if the player animations work correctly when the 2 packs are paired. If you enjoy this series, please remember to leave a like, drop a comment down below, let me know am I doing something wrong, let me know if I'm doing something right, and let me know if there is a texture pack you would like to see paired with actions and stuff, and I'll try to make it a priority. And if you're new to the Dazman Reacts YouTube channel that we're on right now, please do hit that subscribe button and help this channel grow as far as it can go. To do this test, we'll be putting the actions and stuff texture pack into its custom textures sub pack. If you are using actions and stuff at 1.4 or older, you will do it a slightly different way to the way I'm about to show you. But what we'll be doing is going into settings and changing the resolution to resolution 16x, which is the custom textures sub pack. If you are using actions and stuff at 1.4 or older, you will need to put it into resolution 64. This was switched at actions and stuff 1.5. Also, for this test, we'll be making sure the actions and stuff texture pack is in slot number 2 on the active texture packs, with the texture pack that we're testing always in slot number 1. So let's get episode 2 of our Does It Work with Actions and Stuff series ready. Then we're loading in with the Afreshed texture pack, and hopefully we're going to get some positive results. Now, a fresh texture pack is usually very close to vanilla, but adds a ton of variation to blocks and mobs. So let's see what we get going through here. Immediately we're seeing different chickens. Are we getting the animations? It does kind of look like it. With the wobbles, it does look like cows are not particularly working, but we've got the shakes and the wobbles of actions and stuff. The pigs are working fine though, variation showing here. Same, the sheep looking good. Okay, not bad at all. We can see the different jumping here. Wolves don't look like they're working at all though, unfortunately. They look like they could potentially be broken. The no, that's not mushrooms. That's polar bears. They're not working either. So immediately we know the answer in a blanket yes or no is going to be a no. And in fact, it seems to be broken in a few different places. Mushrooms are invisible. The mobs that do work and do render in do seem to have the actions and stuff animations. So that's good. It should be a relatively easy fix. But it does seem like this pack is not 100% working at all. Good textures going on here. Oh, what are you? The pandas aren't working either, unfortunately. They're very broken, which is definitely a shock because I wouldn't have expected Afreshed to be a problem. Afreshed obviously adding in the variations with colors and certain different shapes, but I'm guessing there are models or items added to the models to give them a form of customization. Like the iron golems are fine for some reason. He's cool with his hat on his head and the gems. These guys are ready for war, but they're working fine with that animation from actions and stuff. We've got armadillos here. Pop down in, we're going to see fish. Going to see more fish, dolphins. So when it works 100%. When it doesn't work, it's not working. I know that's such a weird thing to say, but yeah, I'd probably say it's about 80%, maybe 85%, depending on how much further we get here. It seems like it's an easy fix once they can get the, you know, I don't know if it's a model thing or a texture thing, but the majority of things are working. We've got, I like that though, that custom witch and then the facials happening, very good. The pillagers all coming in here. They are made so alive with those actions and stuff animations. Very good. It's such a shame this isn't working because we're seeing quite a lot of good stuff. The Power Ranger creepers here. Okay. We're just going to keep popping on through. Let me know what you guys notice in the comments as well. How do you feel about these not working potentially? The spiders, I mean, they're upside down. They're working okay. Same for the cave spiders. The creepy little guys. Do not like them. The zombies with the pans on their head. The variation in Afreshed is awesome. Mixed in with those actions and stuff. It's such a shame it's not working. Because when it does work, I know it's silly to say, but when it does work, it does work. Let's see what a ghast looks like here. Spawn one of these in. Oh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That didn't actually look like that worked. But I'm sorry. Let's try. Can I try it a bit more from here? Okay, well, he's gone free. Whoa, okay, so he doesn't work. He doesn't work. We'll get him killed. He's invisible. That model hasn't worked. Carry on through here. The Happy Ghast. I mean, the Happy Ghast is vanilla, so that's going to work fine. That's just not being incorporated anywhere. The Creakings with the variation. Fine. The Magma Cubes working, but don't look like magma blocks. We've got the Striders here. Guardians. Elder Guardians. So yeah, I think 80% is probably a fair assessment right here. Let's get the Piglin Brutes and the Piglins. So Piglin Brutes, Piglins, they're working fine. They've got the Shiver. They're going to become zombified very shortly, I'm sure. Come on, pop it through. Let's see the zombified ones. I like his eye. His eye is awesome. And then the zombified ones. Yep, they're here. Slight jauntiness to the body. Bit difficult to tell if the actions and stuff animations are working here. And then lastly, then the Hoglin. Oh, that guy's tiny. Here's a bigger one here. And they'll turn into a zombified Piglin here as well. But yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking. Do you see it working with the animations here? I definitely don't see it working 100% with the models and the textures. And then the little baby zombified kicks in for the actual zombified here too. Yeah, the animations are there. You got that wiggle and the shake. Okay, let's pop through to the end. And let's see what we've got going on here. So the Wither and the Warden are still fighting from previous. Their models are at least rendering in. That's good. I will have to probably stop that fight sooner or later. What else do we have here? So we've got Enderman. Oh, the Dapper Enderman spawning in. Variation on the skins. Working cool. That's the Warden. That's the Wither there. And then the Ender Dragon works. Yeah, that looks like that's working fine. The good flying animation there as well. I like that. Not much broken. So about 4, 5, maybe 6 mobs broken. Good to know. And then if we come over here, so I've already got a sword in my hand. We've got the axe, the pickaxe, the shovel, and the hoe. So let's see how these are looking in our hands. They've got the pop in from the actions and stuff. If we're fighting and chopping, they're all working in third person. What if we're going to first person? Yeah, that's what you would expect. Shovels, what you would expect. Pickaxe is what you would expect. Axe as well. And the sword is what you would expect too. So those working absolutely fine. Good to know. Next up, we're going to go for the bow, the crossbow, and an arrow. For the crossbow, we've got the drawback and fire. The bow with the animation and fire. And then again here, working fine. Working fine. Right, okay. Then we've got the trident and we've got the mace. So the mace does get that 3D element to it. That's good. Got that custom animation for the hit. The trident gets that joust stab as well. And then pop that there. No hand on the mace. I'm not sure if people will care about that. It just looks like a floating mace. And then we've got the trident with the throw. Yeah, that looks like the same actions and stuff animation on that. Grab a shield. Let's get down on the floor and just see. Yeah, that's going okay. Does all the movements correct as you would expect. Good to know. And then, so here's how the armors are looking on here. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's throw those off. Let's get one of each of the plain ones. 1, 2, 3, and 4. If I'm wearing it, sits correct. Moves correct, yeah, not bad. And then lastly then 1, 2, 3 and 4, switch them over so that we can see that enchanted glow on them as well. It's a shame to say it, but we only register the texture packs as working as a yes or a no, not a yes mostly, not a no kinda. It's a yes or a no, and Afreshed is going to go on the compatibility list as no because of the missing textures for things like polar bears, the invisible textures for things like mushrooms, and the broken textures for things like the ghast. Alright then, so for texture pack number 2, we have the Conquest texture pack, which tries to deliver an element of realism with an element of medieval. And wow, okay, this is going to be one of the quicker ones. So immediately we can see textures not rendering incorrectly. The chickens are broken. The cows are broken. The pigs are broken. Now this could just be a spring to life issue, so we're going to see what continues on. The sheep's working fine in terms of textures, not seeing a ton of actions and stuff from them, but we'll carry on. The wolves working fine, and looks like we've got some actions and stuff movement here. The polar bears fine, the ocelots and cats fine. The mushrooms are broken with the big being able to see in on the top. The rabbits are here as well. So again, it looks like we're going to have an easy quick no for this one. A second no as the happy ghast dies in the background, but we'll see that soon. Again, actions and stuff, animations are taking well. They're not breaking in the middle of animations, but the textures just either aren't loading in correctly, are not compatible, or what. I'm not 100% sure. That is a crazy iron golem, by the way. These guys epically angry still. The armadillos are here. We got fish down on here too. And I know some people will say, well, why did you carry on? You saw immediately that that was broken. Some people would probably like to see which elements are broken, in case they're elements that they're not too interested in seeing. Squids here being broken, and the axolotls are fine. But yeah, so it could be a case that certain elements are broken and certain elements aren't, and so I want to be able to give everything a fair shake and just give people the opportunity to see which elements are completely broken, that which is crazy. Okay, wow. All right, some of the scariest faces you're ever gonna see here. Okie dokie. Still looks to be working okay when it is working, but a lot of those were not working to begin with. Creepers working fine. Skeletons, we've got those idle animations going fine. Slimes don't load in, that's a shame. Spiders, we've got the variation that you would expect. Cave spiders as well, that one's a bit more of a stony one. We've got the zombies here too. Let's pop on through. So yeah, like I said, the animations seem to be working okay when they can, but not all textures are loading in. Just carry on through here. So if we get a ghast, can we spawn one of these in? And hopefully it won't die this time. There we go. Okay, so this one seems to have spawned in fine. No elements look broken. He doesn't want to turn, which is annoying, but doesn't look like he's got any broken elements there. The happy ghast still going to be vanilla and not spawned in, and also going to just be free. You be free, my friend, you be free. We've got the creaking here, working okay. Magma cubes. Now I always struggle when it comes to the default magma cubes. Is that a default magma cube and not loaded in? It definitely doesn't look like a magma block. The striders there, the guardians, and then the elder guardians. We've got the zombified piglins here, which I really should have killed, but oh well. We'll just spawn a piglin brute here to see him too. So the model looks like it's working. Piglins, the model looks like it's working. Same here as well for the zombified. And then we'll check out our hoglin too. Yeah, the models are working okay. Just a shame, really. I mean, it looked like there was less models broken this time, but yeah, we are 2 for 2 on no's for today's texture packs. Pop into here. We've got the warden. Looks like it's working okay. He's gone and fallen down. We need to dig him a way out. Go on, buddy. You be free. You be free. We'll get you up there, mate. We will get you up there. Can you get up? Blimmin' Warden. How annoying are you, Mr. Warden? He's going to fall, isn't he? We've got the Enderman. That's working okay. Bye, Warden. See you later, buddy. Okie dokie. And the Wither. So the models are working okay there. And then the Ender Dragon along here. Models working fine with the animation too. So yeah, not as many broken models as Afreshed, but definitely a fair enough few. If we go over here for the weapons, we've got swords, axes, pickaxes, shovels, and hoes. Each of them popping into the hand, as you would expect. Okay, and then if we move, yeah, we've got the attack animation, attack animation, and attack animation, and then again in first person. Looking like it's going okay, nice and quick. Yeah, that's all good. Let's get ourselves the bow and the pickaxe and the crossbow. Drawback works fine with a fire. The bow working fine as well, and usually that means they're working fine here too. Yep, all good there. And then we've got the trident and the mace. Now the mace more 2D in elements here, so kind of back to how it would look in vanilla. And then the trident as well gets that joust. Throw the trident away and swing the mace in there. So that's how those animations look. I bow to you guys' knowledge on that. And then on the armor set, sorry, had a brain fart then. This is how they're looking normally. And if we was to put these on, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I mean, very noisy, very ugly, very disgusting, but it sits correctly on the model as you would expect. And then for the enchanted one, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Put them on, and we've got the glow there as well, as you would expect. So again, not working because it's not 100%. A few textures not working, a few models not working as well. It's a shame these heavy hitters have not come to the plate correctly with actions and stuff. And also, if you're wondering why I'm going over the same things for different texture packs, I'm assuming people are looking at specific texture packs. So if it does get a bit boring watching the same thing 3 times, I'm sorry, but that is the series. We're doing the same test over and over to get this compatibility list filled. Let's go and see if Legendary steps up to the plate correctly. And so for the final pack that we're featuring in today's Does It Work with Actions and Stuff, we have the Legendary Resource Pack. Now, the Legendary Pack is exactly as it's named, an absolute legend of the game. So let's see what we've got going on here. We've got the chickens. Okay, that's immediately broken. No legs, no butt. The cows, they look like they're working okay, although there's something weird on the face. So nope, that's not loaded in properly either. The pigs, that's definitely not loaded in properly. That face was wrong. The sheep, wow. Okay, so the sheep look like they're okay. The wolves, no, they're not loaded in. That's a no texture. The polar bears look okay. The ocelots are broken. They're on the back. The cats also broken. They're on the back. The mushrooms, well, at least they've loaded in, but they're broken as well. Wow, this is the worst pack of the 3 in terms of compatibility. Okay. The llamas don't look like they've loaded in properly either. The eyes are halfway around their face. Look, right there. See? Pop around there. Okay. Horses. Looks okay. Skeleton horse. Looks okay. Zombie horse is okay. Turtles are okay. Pandas are definitely not working. Foxes are okay. Llamas aren't working. Wow. I think we've hit like a 75% break rate here. Sniffers not working. The villagers look fine. The iron golems look like they've defaulted back to vanilla. The snow golems All right, the animations are fine and they're working. Armadillos. I want to say they're broken. I'm seeing transparency and weird shapes there. Fish. Even that looks kind of broken. Into here as well. Yeah, that's cool. Dolphins. I mean, things are broken in areas. I wouldn't have expected them to be broken. My understanding of actions and stuff and how texture packs work with them is so, like, confused. These look okay, although that axolotl's face looks a bit weird. Goats, yeah, they're okay. Parrots are okay. Bees, if that's what... I mean, they've got no eyes. They've got no face. Bats are broken. Frogs, they look okay. Witches, their face looks like it's skewed off to the side. Pillagers are broken. All types of pillagers are broken. Ravagers are broken in the face as well. How? How are they all so broken? Creepers, I want to say that's broken, but I think that's okay. Skeletons broken. Wither skeletons, they look alright. These guys broken. These are strays. Slimes have disappeared again. Spiders are broken. Good. They deserve to be broken. The zombies are broke. Wow. Okay, yeah. We've got about a 10% work rate here. This is terrible in terms of compatibility. The ghast, that doesn't know, that's broken as well. I'm not going to spawn in the happy ghast. Alright, fine, I will. Happy ghast. Where's it gone? Up there. Broken as well. Creaking broken. Is this the texture pack? Or is this actions and stuff? The magma cube is fine and actually looks like the magma block. That's a win. Striders are broken. Guardians are broken. Elder Guardians are broken. Oh, wow. Let's go and have a look here, even though it really doesn't matter. Piglin brutes, broken. Piglins are broken. Hoglins, broken. I mean, we'll sit and wait for them to spawn in, but I can pretty much guarantee that these are broken too. Yeah, broken, broken. You can see they're broken because the arms haven't rendered in properly, for anybody who's wondering. Zombify, whatever that is. Zombify Hoglin. Zoglin, there we go. That's broken too. Okay, let's head into the end. I honestly cannot believe how broken this is. Let's get a look at the Wither. The Endermen are broken. The Wither working. The Wither's working fine. Okay. And then come round here for the Ender Dragon. Oh, they done Endy dirty. Endy's broken too. Is Legendary just broken in general? Or is this it trying to work with actions and stuff? Because this is shocking. Let's come over here and look at the weapons. So, swords, axes. I just realized my skin's not there. There we go. Pickaxe, that bedrock bug is so annoying. So, hose. Yeah, that's working. The shovel is working. The pickaxe, working. The axe. Looks like it's working. And then the sword is working. And then if we just shuffle across. Yeah, we're just going to check out the animations in third person. They all look like they're working fine. That's good to know. Let's grab ourselves the bow, the crossbow, and the arrow. Drawback works fine. The fire works fine. Drawback works fine and fires. Now, with these ones, I'm usually checking just to see, do the animation parts match up as they're supposed to? It looks like they do, so that's okay. What next? We've got the trident and the mace. The mace is 2D here. They do that. Well, the trident does that pop in. The mace just kind of swings up. The trident looking very basic. And that's working there. We do have that custom animation for it. So that's good. Pop back. And then in terms of the armor. So this is what the armors look like. In general, you can see the models for them. And then if we put the Netherite ones on. 1, 2, 3, and 4. How do they sit? Yeah, I think that sits about right. We don't get to see our eyes through there, but it is kind of as expected. Take these back off, and then let's see the enchanted 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we put that on and you can see that heavy glow there. So unfortunately, all 3 texture packs shown in today's video, they are all varying degrees of no. Conquest was probably the closest to being a yes, but even then it was definitely a resounding no. Very shocked by how broken Legendary was, I have to admit. I expected Afreshed to be broken because of the variations, but Legendary, definitely a shocker for me. Let me know down in the comments, did any of this shock you? Also, suggest some texture packs that you would like to see me check the compatibility of so we can fill up the compatibility list. If you're not aware, the compatibility list is on Dazman blogs. The link will be down in the description. But yeah, please do leave a like on the video if you enjoyed this. And if you're new to the channel, please do hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. I'll see you in the next one. Peace!